Nigeria. He has been able to give us the face to thrive. Without the commitment and the love of Mr. President, I don't think anybody would have been here today and be talking about APC. Because when I joined this party in the year 2020, many people were not very proud to come out in this region and talk about this party. But today, Mr. President has created a very enabling environment, a great platform for everybody in the Southeast to see this party as Party Mwane, as our party, and believe in this party.
Yes, sir.
That I want to thank Mr. President. And to thank him again for the infrastructural development that is going on in southeastern Nigeria. This is the first time we have a lot of federal projects to show. Even what to talk about when it comes to the federal level. Before today, I don't think we have one in Ebonyi State. To even point at and say this is what federal government has done in Ebonyi. But today we have a lot of infrastructural projects. When it comes to road, we have about 200 and something kilometers of roads that are going on in Ebonyi. The same thing in other infrastructural developments. So sincerely, I want to thank Mr. President for that. Again, is to thank our leaders again and again. To thank our leaders again and again, especially those at the high table, for the sacrifices we've made for all of us to be united. Especially the former this, former that are seeing us now and finding it difficult to believe that we, the governors today, are the leaders of the party at the various states. I want to thank you very much for agreeing. In so many places, the leaders refuse to agree that the governors are the leaders of the party in their state. But for you in the Southeast, you agree that the governors are the leaders of the party in their states. So I want to thank you very much. Not because we are perfect, not because of our resilience, not because of our commitment, but because of your own sacrifice. You agree that we are the leaders. Thank you very much. Sincerely, I want to thank all of you that managed to be here. And I'm sure that the party is capable. And we have a capacity chairman who can treat everybody very well. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Governor of Ebonyi State, Right Honorable Francis Ogonia. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So it's a wonderful moment for us in Enugu State because essentially the governor has always performed even beyond party. But being able to align with the center is also very important to the Enugu State development. And seeing the fact that every other 5 eastern states have gathered together today shows the power of being in the center and how it can positively impact and support the governor in moving the state from where it is currently to the place we hope and know we are going to arrive to in the nearest future. Beyond this time, people are looking forward to what this is transmitted to. Enugu State is going to vote APC. We have 260 smart schools. We have 260 healthcare centers. We have, we have wonderful projects developed by the state governor. The people have felt the impact of governance. People have felt, the strong impact of what the current governor is doing in the state. So beyond party, beyond anything, Enugu State would vote for Peter Ndubisimba, His Excellency. And Enugu State is PDP. And Enugu State is going to deliver the president.
Go back to your seat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. APC. Excellencies, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, and our amiable and capable host, Dr. Peter Ndubisimba, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State, our dear brother, Right Honorable Francis Nwifuru, the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Ben Carlo, distinguished senators and members of the National Assembly, both serving and non-serving members in our midst, the former presidents of the Senate, most distinguished Senator Ken Nnamani Onwa, and most distinguished Senator Ayin Pius Ayin, honorable speakers of the state houses of assembly here present, principal officers and members of the various state houses of assembly, honorable ministers, the Deputy National Chairman of our great party, Chief Ima Enuku, the National Vice Chairman of our great party, Southeast, Dr. Ijo Marodiobu, and through the members of the National Working Committee, members of the Zonal Working Committee, our state chairmen, leaders of our great party, members of the various state working committees, state executive council members of our state, chairmen and deputy chairmen of local governments, Your Excellency, the coordinators of Renewed Hope Ambassadors, women leaders and youth leaders, distinguished delegates and invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it is important that we listen to this message because there is a reason why we are all gathered here today. And you must have something to go home with, which will become the outcome of this meeting at the end of the day. So I will advise our distinguished members and leaders to please a moment silence and listen to this message. I bring you, my beloved brothers and sisters, warm greetings from Imo State. I'm happy that we are here gathered today to retrospect on where we stand, where we are coming from, and where to go from here as a political family, the All Progressive Congress. I address you today with a great sense of responsibility, not just as one of you alone, but also as the Renewed Hope Ambassador and the Director General for 2027 APC elections. It is important, it is very important to make this point very loudly. Because on this my humble shoulders rests the challenge of assuring all-round electoral victories for all APC candidates in 2027 general elections. In practical political terms, this enormous responsibility is not only mine alone, but also yours. A serious political responsibility for one of us is a responsibility for all of us. Therefore, the truth of the matter is that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has, against all odds, entrusted his political fate in 2027 in the hands of APC Southeast. That is a profound statement on our capacity as political leaders from this zone. Herein lies our burden. The burden to ensure that Southeast becomes part and parcel of the national equation.
Yes, sir.
My dear brothers and sisters and fellow leaders, I look around this hall and I see the true strength of our people. Standing here today are the men and women who command the respect of our communities. Men and women who are credible leaders in their own right. And of course, major stakeholders of our great party, APC. Not only in the Southeast, but in the country, Nigeria. I can say with confidence that we have in our midst at least 70% of who is who in the Southeast, as far as political leadership is concerned.
Yes, sir.
As we say in our language, anyone who has people of your caliber truly has the people of the Southeast in his corner. I firmly believe that with you and in you, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have the people of Southeast on board.
Yes, sir.
This assemblage also means that there is a growing, undeniable consensus among our elite. It shows that we are finally ready to talk seriously about our place in the Nigerian project. That said, I believe that as leaders, our first duty is to the truth. However uncomfortable it may be, as Socrates put it, the unexamined life is not worth living. We must look at the mirror of the 2023 elections and be honest about what we see. And what we see by way of data is quite sobering. While other zones were busy playing the game of national bridge building, the Southeast chose a rather strange path. The Southwest gave APC presidential candidate 54% vote. The Northwest and North Central each gave 39% votes to our presidential candidate in 2023. Even the Northeast, the home of the main opposition candidates, gave APC 34%. The Southeast gave only 6%. Sadly, our people were straitjacketed into a micro world view. We became politically predictable. And in the game of power, when you are predictable, it is easy to ignore you. We cannot continue to be the zone that remains on the sidelines because we refuse to look at the larger map of the Federation. Thankfully, the wind is changing. We are seeing a powerful shift that is already reflected in our political statistics. Look at how our party has grown into in this zone since the last general elections. In 2023, the APC had only 2 governors out of 5 in the Southeast. Today, we have 3. That is a 50% growth in executive leadership. In the Senate, we entered the 10th National Assembly with 6 senators out of 15. Today, despite the painful passing of our brother, Senator K. Ezia of Enugu North. May his gentle soul rest in peace.
Amen.
We boast of 8 serving senators. That is an increase from 40% to nearly 60% of the Southeast representation in the Red Chamber. In the House of Representatives, the movement has been even more dramatic. We started with only 8 members out of 43. Today, we have 23 members in the Green Chamber, a massive growth of nearly 200%. We are seeing similar movements in our houses of assembly and local government council areas across the zone. This data gives us both tremendous hope and a clear challenge. Our hope lies in the fact that the traffic shift into the APC shows that our party is gaining the confidence of the political class both in the Southeast and in Nigeria. This is because no serious politician joins an unpopular or unformidable party. And as each leader joins or strengthens the APC, they come in with thousands of their supporters, swelling our ranks from the grassroots. However, our challenge is to ensure that this movement among the elites is reflected in the 2027 ballot box. Our contribution to the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot be the perplexing part 3 and the marginal 6% we saw in 2023. We must aim for something close to the percentage of growth we have seen among our top leaders. That is the only way we can truly say that we have a voice. That is when we call, and Nigeria will pay attention to us. Politics is pay as you earn. I have repeatedly said in the past that no one zone can make a president. All the zones need the support of others to produce a president. We don't need a political soothsayer to tell us this. If we continue to vote provincially, we will never have the opportunity to produce the president of Nigeria. We must wake up from our provincial fantasy. Should attempt to truncate this path under the pretext that the presidency remains in the South. Politics is a market of give. If we stand firmly with the president to complete his 8-year tenure, we are building a bridge that our children will cross. We are building a bridge that we will use when it is our time for a president to emerge from the Southeast. The argument for a Tinubu second term is easy to sell if we are diligent. The president has taken on the severe economic and security challenges that others avoided for decades. Some of us today forget that there was a time not long ago in this country when our currency suffered from all manner of price swings, when we operated from 2 distinct realities, the CBN and the black market, where the official rate was seen as a joke and the black market was called the shorts. Businesses couldn't plan long term. State governments borrowed money to pay salaries, and the government was using our weak foreign reserves to keep petrol artificially cheap. We forget that there was a time when people would be kidnapped and remain in captivity for months, sometimes years, when our universities would be shut down for months. Today, all that is now history. Yes, the reforms brought discomfort, but today the price of many foodstuffs has stabilized and is coming down. Our currency is stable. Security is steadily improving. With no fund, our children can go to school without needing to know anybody. There is no reason to drop out because of poverty. Our infrastructure is facing a major upgrade. States have much more physical room to pursue ambitious transformative programs. It will be a grave injustice to deprive a leader who has worked this hard of the opportunity to finish the job. I charge you today to look beyond the narrow considerations. Let us rise from this meeting with a firm resolution that we will support President Bola Tinubu from every booth, every ward, every local government in the Southeast. Let us galvanize our people. Let us show that truly APC has found a home in the Southeast. When we deliver a vote that matches our new political strength, we will have earned our rightful place at the center of Nigerian power, and we would have firmly secured the political future of the Southeast in Nigeria. As I speak from the bottom of my heart, having information about the political dynamics in Nigeria, knowing that the enterprising citizens of Southeast don't need to be at the back, we need to be at the front. So one of the things and takeaways from this meeting today, must all of us to rise and agree that we must support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to complete his second term. When we have been able to achieve this, it will be a business of reciprocity. When right hand watches the left hand will watch the right hand, and the two hands will be free. I would therefore want to thank all of you for the impeccable presence you have shown to this meeting, for the commitment I have seen in this hall, for the determination that is already resonating, and for our pursuit for relevance in the Nigerian project. If you permit me, I will call for a motion, for us to move a motion endorsing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to complete his 8 years in office, supporting him for his second term. We, the 3 governors of the Southeast, working with the leaders and the leadership of the National Assembly, will drive this ambition to fruition. It is therefore my humble pleasure and privilege to invite a former presiding officer of the Red Chamber, Anyim Pius Anyim, of the Federal Republic, to move a motion on behalf of the people of Southeast endorsing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to run for his second term and complete the good work he is doing. I invite him.
APC! APC! On your mandate we shall stand. Listen. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, Bola. On your mandate, Bola. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, Bola. On your mandate, Bola. On your mandate we shall stand. Please, you have to stand up. My assignment requires
that all of us will stand up. And as we move this motion, we will have to convince everybody that is watching us that the people of Southeast are here gathered. I am therefore to say that we are here gathered as leaders of Southeast geopolitical zone. We are gathered as leaders and members of APC in the Southeast. And in this gathering, we have the following people. And when you hear the name, if they tell me, say, Ide. The governor of Imo State, Ide. The governor of Ebonyi State, Ide. The governor of Enugu State, Ide. Distinguished Senator Ken Namani, Ide. Distinguished senators of the Federal Republic from Southeast, Ide. Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu, Deputy Speaker, Ide. Members of the House of Representatives, Ide. Members of NWC from Southeast, Ide. Former governors from Southeast, Ide. Non-sitting members of the National Assembly from Southeast, Ide. Chairmen and members of APC from Southeast, Ide. After extensive consultations and deliberations, not be so,
Yes, sir.
we resolved that it is in the interest of Southeast, not be so,
Yes, sir.
it is in the interest of Southeast geopolitical zone that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR be adopted, be endorsed, be supported, and voted into office for the second term come 2027. Not be so.
Yes, sir.
In furtherance of the above, I have the mandate of APC Southeast to move a motion that Southeast geopolitical zone APC hereby endorse President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for a second term in office come 2027. Not be so. If it is so, I hereby move. Okay. Not be so.
Yes, sir.
So if you support this motion, please, I hereby invite Senator Ken Namani to second the motion before we decide where you stand.
Another former president of the Senate. Most distinguished Senator Ken Namani, former President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to second the motion ably moved by his colleague, I am Pius. I am.
In seconding this motion, this courageous motion moved by Senator Pius Ayim, I have just very short remarks to make before the final issue of seconding the motion. And that is to say, I happen to come from Enugu, where we have a working governor that I had not seen before. And I dare say that 90% of Enugu or more will stand where he stands.
Yes, sir.
Because, just hold on, please. I don't need any praise, anything. Because where he stands today and what he has accomplished in under 2.5 years, some governors have tried to accomplish it in 8 years or less. Now that he's with the federal government, the ruling party, I believe very strongly that our people will benefit more now than they have ever benefited before. I'm saying this because all politics is local, according to Tip O'Neill of U.S. Congress. Secondly, I support or I second this motion on the basis that I was the only person who represented Southeast in the caretaker committee that ushered in the present administration. Any reasonable party member will support his presidential candidate for a second term. Many people standing here, if you are not supporting our president, you will mold. We have just come to hear what is being said here. And I'm sure there's some molds here. So, any effective member of APC from Southeast, we have a strong reason, because of our performing governors, to support the president. So, one large federal ministry is bigger than most of the states in the Southeast. If we don't play at the center and we are all local champions, we may not see the issue of development. So, it is in our interest to tell our people the need to play active politics that will take us to federal level. The governors emphasized that in their speeches. It is for us now to go home and sell the idea. We will not go home and say, Nanka bunkai, nka bronkai. Federal government bunkai. We cannot be complaining of marginalization. We have to do something about it by going inside the government, federal government. When you are crying under the rain, nobody will notice that you are crying. Unless you are inside the federal government, you can't change the issue of marginalization. So it is in our interest to go and teach our people that there's need for us to follow the federal government, the party that is there, and that is one of the major reasons why I'm seconding the motion moved by Senator Payosain. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Okay. Distinguished members of APC Southeast, on behalf of our great family in the Southeast, a motion by the former Senate President endorsing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for a second term. That motion has been ably seconded by a former Senate President again, most distinguished Senator Ken Nnamani Onwa. Those in favor of this motion say aye. Aye. Again, say nay.
They are not here.
They are not here. The ayes have it.
On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate, we shall stand, we shall stand. On your mandate, thank you. We shall stand. Thank you. On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate, we shall. Oh yes, we shall stand. On your mandate. On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate, we shall stand. Over the bar for years, over the bar for years. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Your Excellency, it is time for us to take the communique. The Governor General.
Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, communique of the Southeast leaders of the All Progressive Congress, APC, issued at the conclusion of Izu Munne gathering in Enugu. Okay, National Vice Chairman. National Vice Chairman, can you come and read the communique of this meeting, please? Come like this. Yes. The communique and our resolution to be read by the National Vice Chairman Southeast on behalf of Southeast APC. And you can circulate it to the media after that. Thank you.
The communique from the APC Southeast Stakeholders Meeting here in Presidential Hotel, Enugu. The communique, please.
Communique of the Southeast leaders of the All Progressives Congress issued on the conclusion of Izu Munne gathering in Enugu on Saturday, 10th January 2026. We, the leaders of the All Progressives Congress from the Southeast Geopolitical Zone, having convened at the historic Izu Munne meeting in Enugu on Saturday, 10th January 2026, and after thorough deliberation with elders and stakeholders on national development, regional challenges, and the strategic place of Ndi Igbo in the country's political future, we unanimously resolve as follows. The people of the Southeast Zone categorically dissociate themselves from all activities motivated by self-serving interests of all individuals, however highly placed. We affirm that the progress of our zone and our great party cannot be achieved through narrow personal ambition or actions that fracture collective unity. Any such conduct shall henceforth be regarded as contrary to our shared aspiration and will receive neither endorsement nor support from our zone. Number two, the political leadership of the Southeast has resolved in the supreme interest of Ndi Igbo that never again will we allow personal ego and motivated action to influence the fate of the zone. In this regard, the Southeast will join other zones in supporting the ruling party, wherein our leaders can effectively negotiate better representation and interests of our people. Number three, consequently, the political, traditional, business leaders and mass population of the people have resolved to support the All Progressives Congress as the most practical party of choice for our people. This decision is anchored on the transformative policies of the APC-led federal government, the opportunity open to our region, and the imperative of strategic alignment with the ruling party to secure our fair share of national resources, infrastructure, appointment, and development. Number four, we therefore urge all sons and daughters of Igbo land in the 5 southeastern states, elsewhere in Nigeria and in diaspora, to fully embrace the APC as the most effective platform for realizing our political, economic, and social aspirations. We reject the scattering of votes across multiple parties, a practice that has historically diminished our influence and bargaining power. Number 8, arising from the foregoing, the Southeast declares its unalloyed, total, and unwavering support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as our sole undisputed presidential candidate for 2027 general election. We commend the significant stride recorded under the administration, especially the focused effort to bridge long-standing infrastructure gap in the southeast, the elevation of our sons and daughters to key national positions, and his demonstrated commitment to inclusive governance. President Tinubu's leadership, defined by competence, results, and national cohesion, has earned our deepest respect. We are convinced that his continued stewardship holds the brightest prospect for accelerated development of our region and the nation as a whole. Number 6, we further align ourselves fully with the leadership of the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum and Progressive Governors Forum, His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma, and indeed the entire governors who have shown manifest visionary guidance, steady stewardship, and consistent defense of the interests of Ndi Igbo at this critical time. We pledge our complete loyalty and support to all our 5 governors as we advance together in support of our visionary president, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, GCFR, and commander of our gallant army, armed forces. God bless the Southeast. God bless the All Progressives Governor, the All Progressive Congress. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. APC.
Right. We are trying to give back to the people. So we are already connected to the grassroots because in Enugu State, they are getting dividends of democracy. Transport sector, His Excellency Barrister Peter Ndubisimba, coming from my local government to this place before now, is 5,000 naira. But today, His Excellency have provided transport system that will pay 1,200 naira under air-conditioned vehicle to come. People that came here, we were all under air-conditioned vehicle, and we could see how we are. So we are happy with the governor for what he's doing. Every sector is working, down to the local government. So we are very, very happy that His Excellency Barrister Peter Ndubisimba is taking us to center, is connecting us to center, and we are happy with the decision of the Southeast. Thank you.
The Governor General of the Federal Republic, Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma, who is the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum, Your Excellency, the host governor, Peter the Rock, Enugu, our tomorrow is the governor of Ebonyi State, the governor that made sure that there's no other political party apart from APC in Ebonyi State. Your Excellency, the distinguished Senator Ken Namani, Senator Paul Salim, members of the National Assembly, members of the National Working Committee here present, stakeholders of APC, I want to thank God for today. Our deliberation today, by the grace of God, is very peaceful. And I want to say, the national chairman asked me to convey to you to make sure you go to your states, go to your local governments, go to your wards, and make sure that e-registration exercise is a success. The number of people that register in each state are shorty of the number of votes that the party members had cast during the election. Therefore, it is important that every party member go and facilitate the e-registration exercise.
Yes, sir.
On that premise, I want to thank everybody that attended this meeting, and I want to say, as we are going back, the Lord will lead us to our respective houses and designations safely in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Only state party chairman. Only state party chairman. Here, please. When you the party chairman go down. Only state party chairman.
Oh, Mama, me lo chilo. You could have a zero card of us. Tunibu about 4 years. I'm about 4 years. Tunibu about 4 years. Tunibu about 4 years.